Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another round of Neuro Dojo.
This is a beast of the hill. 7-person free-for-all with one spot on the floor here, which didn't load for me as an observer for some reason, but there's a circle here and the players can see it. Let me see if you can see it from their vision. No, it's busted. Anyways, there's a point in the middle, and every time this timer hits 0, whoever has control of this spot gets a point, and it's 3 points to win. So you have 2 win conditions. Win condition number 1 is you play a normal free-for-all and just kill everybody else, so you're the last player in the game. Win condition number 2 is to score 3 points by holding this midpoint. This is a mode that was made by the streamer Beastie Cutie, who is a former StarCraft pro, now a Age of Empires pro, I believe. And the reason he made this mode was to incentivize free-for-all players to leave their base and do something on the map. So, Get Good Kid already going across the map, looking at this spot here. If you have control of the center point, you get 10 minerals a second. So there's value in just holding this whenever. Let's introduce our players here. In the pink of Team Dankcraft, it is the Protoss, Osiris. And in the green trunks, the Zerg, MuGC. And in the blue, playing the turn of Trisha Payne's team, it is Lord Callion, the Terran. And in the purple trunks, playing the Terran, it is Get Good Kid. And in the red, also the Terran, it is Monsieur Sandeman. And in the teal, another Terran, it is JW. Holy smokes, we have almost all Terrans. We have 2 Zergs, a Protoss, and rest Terran. Get Good Kid is controlling the center. This is pretty amazing. Get Good Kid is the newest StarCraft player of everyone who's in Dojo today. Hasn't ever played ranked ladder before. Very brand new. Look at this. If you're brand new to StarCraft and you make the body moves like this, live your best life, you know? Just because people tell you that you should wall off, doesn't mean you shouldn't test it for yourself and to weigh the pros and cons. I like that. We're exploring the game from afresh. But this SCV is going to run into a problem, specifically with this Zealot in particular. The SCV is faster than the Zealot, and it is going to corner around here, turning back toward the point. And Get Good Kid is still controlling the point. Oh no, the Zealot has it now. That's right between these 2 statues here. Hold position is a very good command. Oh, Osiris is going 1 base DT. Warp Gate research is almost done. He's got 2 gateways. So it's only 2 DTs, but that's twice as many DTs as you would get from 1 gateway. MuGC floating around with Overlords. Callion shoring up some defenses here with this nice thick wall. Multiple depots of depth here, plus a barracks and an engineering bay. It's pretty sturdy stuff. And Callion's taking a 3rd base here. He is macroing. JW, meanwhile, is going for a whole bunch of production, but just 1 base for now. Mr. Sandman has a 2nd base. No orbitals just yet, but 2 barracks, adding on more barracks. The Roach Ravager Ling pressuring at the front here. Callion's trying to move this tank around up to the high ground. And the Zerg's going to decide, you know what? Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't attack there. It's kind of ouch. Charge upgrade going on the Twilight Council. There is a DT running across the map. Takes out the Ling. Next round in 18 seconds. Only the Dark Templar and the dead Zergling are on the point. Living units take priority over dead units. So the DT is going to have priority for this point if no other unit gets here. But the SCV... All right, Osiris wins the round and has the first point on the board in this Beast of the Hill. Meanwhile, Get Good Kid is starting some diplomatic relations with the red team, offering them many bullets. And the red team responds in kind with a unit of their own. And Get Good Kid's Marine is murdered. Brutal. JW taking this high ground base. The Doctor has this base with full gases. Oh, DT here. The lair is about halfway done. The Lings are absorbing a lot of the damage here. It is better to lose the Lings than to lose the drones. But now the DT is microing it. It's got 8 kills. And it is looking for more. The Roach Ravager is trying to push in here. These tanks making that very difficult for Zerg though. The spores are almost done. The DT is right next to him. Will the Queen survive? The Queen is microed back. And the DT tried to kill the spore and it's fully surrounded and killed. So the Doctor does get the cleanup. MUGC scouting around with Overlords. Get Good Kid putting the pressure on Mr. Sandman, who's trying to go for a bunch of starports and a bunch of factories. Osiris has the midpoint still, with the DTs and the Archons. Do air units count or buildings? So you can't make buildings on the point. It's just an unbuildable spot. So buildings won't work. And visible units take priority over invisible units. And then ground units take priority over air units. But if it's 2 units of the same type of different teams, then it's just contested until someone is pushed off. Kind of like sumo wrestling. This is basically sumo wrestling, but it's in StarCraft. And you can shoot people with guns, which I don't think you can do that in sumo wrestling. Yeah, that's definitely against the rules. Massling trying to run at mid. Osiris was going to start to build some static defense here, but the Lings killed the probe. The Zerg is like, oh, it's just a normal Zealot. But then the Ravagers start dying randomly, and they're like, something else is going on here. That's our Templar. Get Good Kid tries to run at the point, but Osiris, with the ninja style, just chops them to pieces and makes another Archon. We're just normal Protoss. We're just normal innocent Protoss. Osiris making a bunch more gate rays. This is really cool. Normally he plays air in Neuro Dojo, but he is playing ground. Lots of ground Protoss. As far as aggression goes, the players haven't really been that hostile to each other relative to some other Beast of the Hills that we've casted. Players are upgrading, they're building tech. They're investing in the future rather than in violence now. I can respect that. The Roach Ravager Ling pushing in mid, and there are Overseers this time. Can the Archon kill the Overseers? Oh no, the DTs are killed. And now the Ravager Ling is on the point, and nothing but pylons are left. UGC may take it this round. Mr. Sandman is going for it though with a bunch of Marauders, Hellions, and a Battlecruiser. Bro, I cannot fight Protoss with Jaren. And now Osiris is coming in with a bunch of Zealots. 5 seconds to the point. We've got 3 armies all contesting it at once. 1 second to go. No players were in the zone. The Zealot charged off the point to hit the Marauder. Wow. 0 points earned. So Osiris is still in the lead with 1 point to none. Get Good Kid pushing mid with some Marines. But the Marauder BC holds the point for now. The Doctor has a Mutaflock, getting Bane speed, getting +1 melee. What mode is this? This is Beast of the Hill. You can find it in the StarCraft 2 arcade. Free to play on PC and Macintosh. The Doctor going for that Muta-harass. Just messing up his neighbors. Being a general pain in the butt. The SCVs repairing the missile turret. And the 2 missile turrets is a lot of damage on these mutas. They can't push through it and have to retreat. Solid defense from JW. UGC is dropping Lings on the tanks on the high ground. And the friendly fire from the other tanks is actually killing a few of them. Look at this triple Forge gaming. soon all of these forges will be activated. And Osiris will have the upgrades of the gods. 1 minute 30 to point. Streamer goes to take a drink of the beverage. It's a smoothie. Strawberry banana. Pretty crazy. This looks fun. Beast of the Hill is crazy. Osiris has some cannons. But the Dark Shrine is exposed. Some stalkers are being made here. Those mutas are slapping. Ah, they do have +1. +1 air attack. Let's check the active forces tab, see who has the most stuff. So it looks like the Doctor has the greatest total army value. The minerals plus gas. Osiris has a pretty strong army as well. Really, it's fairly even game. Anyone can take it still. 36 seconds to point. Get good, kid. Trying to get those Thors and Marines over there. But it is tough. 28 seconds to round. Get good, kids. BC is taken out. There are still tensions in the north between JW and the Doctor. 20 seconds to round. BTs and Marines on the point. Callion flew a command center up to this high ground spot and is making a planetary. JW setting up a nuke across the passageway. Oh, but the mutas focus it down. Osiris wins this round with Dark Templar. So ground units take prio over air, even if they're invisible. That's the disadvantage of having air, I guess. For Beast of the Hill. Osiris is up 2-0. No one else has any points. But MuGC is attacking Osiris' third base. And Osiris lost a lot of his units to contest the center. MuGC has 162 supply and is going to take this base that they just killed. Gold base is going here. A couple extractors being made as well. Galleon has a very strong setup. He's got a lot of production. He doesn't have the highest supply, but he has a lot of buildings that allow him to take good fights near them. Ling Roach Ravager fighting Osiris's Bling Stalkers here. And this Ling Roach Ravager army, while it doesn't have very many upgrades, it is numerous. And Osiris's supply is very low. This one DT, though, is attacking uncontested. Get Good Kid says no. Don't do it. But Sandman's battlecruisers are representing a very high level of hostility toward Get Good Kid's Terran Dominion. This command center is flying away for now. 1 minute 20 until the next point. The Ling Roach cleaned house in Osiris's base, and Osiris is down to 10 supply. So Osiris is up 2 points to none, but has almost no money or economy left. What does he even have? 2 DTs on a prism. Technically, he could still win. It's 50 seconds to the point. JW's attacking into the Doctor's base. The Doctor has mutas, corruptors, but it's not very good against Thors. The Lings are helping out against the Thors. The Marines are trying to assist. Marines are very good against mutas. And another Thor is pressing over here. The BCs are sharking around near the point. Next round in 30 seconds. 23 seconds. Osiris is looking at it. Callion is firing out a nuke. Osiris could get this. He has almost nothing, but he knows that if no one else is on the point, he can still technically win, even if it's just with 1 unit. 5 seconds to point. He drops the probe and the DTs. There's a scan. And Osiris wins! Holy shit. With only 3 units left. 4 units if you count the probe. 2 DTs, a probe, and a prism. He's got nothing at his base. It is scuffed. unpowered, and there is no business to be had here any longer. But the focus on the objective. Jeez Louise. That was crazy. He actually had the weakest army in the whole game. And won. That's heart. Well played, Osiris. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a 10-minute break, say goodnight to Trisha, and then we will do a one more. One more Beast of the Hill. Thank you all for tuning in to the Saturday broadcast. Brought to you by Batsushita, Jayhawk, WBO Spectre, Smithley, and viewers like you.